Good morning, welcome back to Casa.texpina. We're on build day number 179. It's Monday. Got a little wet last night, still a little drizzle throughout the morning. Kind of going to be a wet day, but on the bright side, everybody's working on the inside except for the painters, which are over underneath a tarp, sanding down the fence grill still. So let me go ahead and walk you around and show you where everybody's at, and let's get started. All right, let's get started showing what everybody's working on today. Mr. Ramirez is bagging up the remaining of the sand so that when they go to use it for doing the dry pack, they've already got it pre-measured, ready to go. Mr. Dande and Mr. Lito are here for the welding crew, and they are continuing to work on the sliding gate. New guy here, Mr. Andy, is our varnisher. He's going to be starting to work on the doors, get them ready to go and get varnished. He's going to show us a sample today, see what the colors look like. Mr. Cho, our electrician, is flying solo today. So he's continuing to rough in conduit, junction boxes, and pull wires throughout the house. So today he's starting in the garage. As I alluded to earlier, we've got the painters working underneath the tarp, still sanding down the exterior of the fence grill. So they'll still keep working on that. That's the last one they're working on before they get started on the sliding gate when Mr. Dande gets done. Mr. Wilson over here is still working on the skim coating for the exterior wall. I believe this is the last section he's actually got to work on, so we'll see that throughout the day. Mr. Alex and Mr. Allen are back in the kitchen working on the kitchen cabinets, and the music in the background you hear is old Kapampangan music. So welcome to Ballet Kapampangan. Moving around the house, Foreman Mr. Marlon and Gabby are starting to work on the accent wall behind the back of the tub. So we're going to have a tub here, and this wall is going to be all of the design piece similar to this here, and it's going to be here with a little bit of accent pieces on the side. We'll show you those as they get going. And moving back into the bedroom number 2, into the guest side of the house, Mr. Willie and one of the new labor guys. This is Mr. Jason. You'll see him throughout the day. They are continuing to work on the tiling inside of the lavatory area for the Jack and Jill bath. This is for the lavatory for bedroom number 2. Let's take a look at it from the other side. And remember from Saturday, bedroom number 3's lavatory is already complete. What they're going to have to do is pull the ceiling guys are going to have to come back and move the furring strips down to the top of the tile space. And the bathroom for the Jack and Jill is completed. So Mr. Willie is continuing to work on the lavatory for bedroom number 2. So he's still got 2 more tiles to go up. 1, 2 on this side to get to the full height, and they're going to have to do the same thing here and pull the ceiling furring down, because they put the ceiling furring in before they knew what the tile height was going to be. So we'll make an adjustment and pull the ceiling down to the tile instead of cutting all the tiles. Mr. Lito over here is putting in the bottom plates going across the bottom of the grill of the sliding gate. Tack weld that in, and then they'll go back with the wrought iron pieces here around on the inside of it. Should look similar to what they did on the bottom of the grills, or actually also similar to what they did right here on the top. There's the next piece going in. And on the other side, you see Mr. Dande is starting to drill out, or grind out where the two wheels are going to be placed for the guides, for the guide wheels that are going to go across this bar that'll help keep it in line across the top. Mr. Wilson's continuing to work the Skimcoat across the top of the picture windows, and then it'll be over on this section above the on the outside of the master bedroom. That should be the last pieces of the skim coating for the exterior wall. Alright, so just a sample of what we're looking at for the master's bath. So we've got the design, the brick design here in the center, and glass tiles down the sides. That'll be on both sides. Nice accent wall behind what's going to be the bathtub sitting right here. Mr. Foreman over here has been working busy today. So we've got the design panels at least partially up. They'll still continue some more down this way, but they've got to get the tub in place just to make sure that they don't go down too far with the excess tile, with the tile. They will be putting these glass panels, glass and stone panel mosaics on the sides. So 2 squares on each side, kind of even it out. That'll be coming up later. In the interim, he is still continuing to work the bottoms of the lavatory. Up here in the media room, they're starting to move in some of the floor tiles. Their intention is to start doing the floor tiles up here in the media room possibly as early as tomorrow. So again, something to look forward to for later in the week. Mr. Allen's in here working on the kitchen cabinets in the dirty kitchen area. Trying to get all the sizes and adjustments as necessary. On the outside, out here on the back patio, Mr. Wilson is continuing with the Skimcoat, working on his last section of wall. I believe this is the last section of wall all the way around the house that needs to be, for the exterior wall that needs to be skim coated. Also, earlier today, our foreman gave us a sample example of what the floor tiling is going to look like. So that here they do a dry pack method. We will show you that more tomorrow as they start laying tiles. Well, they're supposed to start laying tiles tomorrow. If in fact they do, we will show you the whole method. It is much different than anything we've seen in the States. We usually don't use this method. So they put about an 1.5 inches of dry cement. They call it dry pack. It's sand, cement, with a very fine amount of water in it, just enough to, as a padding, as a leveling base, and then they'll cover the top with either pure cement, which is the old style method, which they're going to be doing here, or tile adhesive and cement. So we're going to be going with the older method, using just the pure cement. It's like a very watery pure cement base, and then they'll set the tiles in it, tap it around, and pull it off, re-level where they need to, tap it back in again, ready to go. So it should look similar to this with a little bit thicker base. We'll have to look at this again tomorrow. Back up here in the front, as Mr. Lito is continuing to fix the lower panels. Now I remembered the word, it's a panel. Mr. Dande has been shipping out and getting ready for where the guide bars, the guide bearings are going to be located at. So there's a flat bar that comes out with 2 bearings that stick down with rollers on the ends, and that'll keep that guide track right in place. So that's what the track was that you saw on the other side. Right here, it's going to be on the outside of the outside edge of the fence. It's going to be on the outside edge of the fence because the design that we have with the big curve at the top prevents us from being able to put a bar across and over so that we could put the guide rail on the inside. However, with we do believe that with the color of the sliding gate, that little piece of guide rail will not be very noticeable. There are several other of these same type sliding gates here in the subdivision, and you can barely tell where their guide rail is at, because it's all similarly painted, so it kind of just blends right in. Well, engineer's brother-in-law came this afternoon bearing gifts, or should I say deliveries. We've got some more of the long tiles for the master bath, some of the 40 by 40s. It's up. We're putting it on the tracks. Almost there. Woohoo! Up, almost. Ayan. Now we really got the gate on the track. All right. Buena. After. All right. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so we had a little bit of confusion. The Avery White is the one that's supposed to go here with the master bath. The sandstone is going over in the other side with the Jack and Jill bath. Here, I'll walk over to it real quick and show you what the difference is in colors. It's readily apparent. Okay, that's the sandstone with the tile that's here. And the other one here, okay, Avery White, oh, what was it? The ivory or the sandstone? I do believe the sandstone goes here. The ivory goes in the other room with the master bath. So, a little mix up, easily fixed. On. It rolls. It functions, and it stops. So right now this is only manual mode. Okay, small audio outage. You get the after the fact narration. The guy from DoorTech here in the black shirt is making sure that the foreman and the electricians and the welders all know where the pad needs to be for the motor, for the motorized sliding gate here. So he's going to be talking that over with the foreman, the welders, as well as the electricians, make sure everything is all synced up, ready to go for when they come in to put everything together. Yabba dabba doo! It's yabba dabba doo time. Guys are packing up. They were waiting on that bell. We got the gate on the track today. Stoppers in. It's ready to go. The guy came over, the technical representative from DoorTech, from the company that we're using for the motorized mechanism for the sliding gate, just to go over again with the electrician and the foreman where they need the pad for the motor and all the electric stuff to go with it. So that was done. More tiles, more kitchen cabinets, and we had some more tiles delivered. So that's a very productive Monday. If y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen and you'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.